Good morning, guys. We're getting ready for the day. I'm just finishing up getting my eye cream on. The Origins Ginseng. Is what I've been using in the mornings underneath my eyes lately. So early. Well, I could play some music for you guys while it's quiet. We're gonna use some of the makeup that's in the basket that I did up yesterday. Not full face from the basket, but we will get a decent amount of things from the basket for our face. Okay, foundation today. I am going to use the e.l.f. and I think I'm going to put a little bit of the Loreal Lumi Glotion underneath. Just a little bit anyways. I don't know why, but you guys seem like... There we go. Maybe I need a little bit more of that for my forehead. I find the original L'Oreal Lumi Glotion it's okay. I feel like the camera is sitting weird this morning, but I'm not fiddling around with it. I am going to put some Sephora Lip Sleeping Mask on while we get ready. That's what it looks like. So I just prefer to put it on my finger and put it on that way. The palette we're going to use today, I want today's look to be kind of like fresh and clean because it's an early morning shift. So I am going to use the Colorpop Wild Nothing palette this morning. And of course we're going to use the e.l.f. foundation. Probably more than enough, but just in case. Get this blended. How was everybody's Easter weekend? Whether you celebrate Easter or not, how was your weekend? Mine was nice until it ended, but I only work today and then I'm off till Friday. Yeah, so not too bad. Our weekend was quiet. I did play video games with David. Went for a walk with Grace. Went to Winners. which that was already posted. I don't know. It was the 4 days. I had 4 days off. It was nice. I got back into working out. I have a habit tracker and a meal planner coming. I just bought 2 cheap books because I want to track my habits, spending habits. Well, I don't want to track the spending habits. I want to use the tracker to help with my spending habits. And then, of course, I'll be tracking like my workouts and stuff in it as well. And my Bible reading and whatnot. The mirror, not heavy, in case you're wondering. Yeah, see, I definitely like how the e.l.f. is on the skin over the KVD one. I will use the KVD one again. Probably tomorrow. Just to give it, you know, give it another try. Okay, what do we have in the basket? I don't think we have any, not even sure what I'm thinking. Brow pencil, I definitely want to use that. Excuse me. Okay, we're gonna use e.l.f. At least the e.l.f. contour. It's just the shade Fair. Blend this in. Man, yesterday's supper was so good. I made 2 different kinds of chicken wings. Baked potatoes. I just did basic baked potatoes. I did some garlic butter and cheese and with them. Corn on the cob. It was good. I think we're gonna do burgers today. I'm off at 5:30, so I'll be walking home today because Matt doesn't get off till 7 because he's doing 12s. I was like, well, if I'm making burgers, then I need to grab buns on the way home. Make sure that's blended nice. Do have my protein shake here that I should drink. Because I don't have as much time this morning. The Makeup by Mario Softsculpt. Do I need both products? No. Like to be using them right now? No. One's more cool tone, no, one's warm. I like what I like, so I do what I like. The Pope passed away yesterday. I was like, interesting. Okay. He's been sick on and off though. But I did find it a bit, I don't know, odd that he passed away Easter Monday. we in our in our household, like, we didn't grow up worshiping or idolizing the Pope. I know lots of people who idolize him and worship the Pope, whoever's in. It's sad that he passed away. But yeah. And then when I went on Instagram, my sister Leah mentioned something to me yesterday, and I was like, sitting here reading it, I was like, cool, cool. And I went on Instagram last night, and there's like all kinds of videos from people about the Pope and how there's like one spot for one photo left and stuff like that. I think it was pretty much what she was talking about. I was like, okay. L'Oreal Lumi Le Glace. We're gonna use this the same way I used the Merit stick before I ran out of it. And then I do have the NARS one, but I do want to try this L'Oreal one again and see. This one here I normally put on under foundation. This one feels more sticky than the NARS one. All products that I use will be in the description box. So if you're like, what shade this, what shade of that, it'll be in the description box. There will be no links. I don't do links. I do YouTube for fun, so I'm not posting links. I don't have links. I'm not going searching for links. We're not down that road. I'm not monetized or anything, or affiliated. So the best I can do for you is post what I'm using in the shade name and the brand. Yeah, I can't remember if it was Charlotte that asked. It was either Charlotte or, I don't know. There's a lot of people who comment on my videos. And then my brain being my brain, I'm like, darn it, who was that? But asked if the mirror was heavy. And it isn't heavy. Eyebrows, we're just going to use the Annabelle. I think I have a bronzer in the basket. I'm not going to use everything from the basket, but Patrick Taupe blushes. I'm not sure which one's the terracotta one that's being referred to, but I don't own every Patrick Taupe blush. I think I have 4 for sure, maybe 5, and I have used every one on camera so far. Depending on the shade, though, will determine if I use it throughout the spring and summer. Some of the more darker ones I will use during the fall and winter, depending. Unless I'm looking for a specific shade. Man, talking to my girlfriends on Instagram yesterday, I think it's definitely gonna help me. Not that it's anybody else's job to help me with, you know, makeup and my purchases, but just like looking at each other's point of view on makeup purchases and stuff, and how we all do have a lot of things that we really like and have forgotten about, or they just get pushed back. Like, it seems like all of us, our mindset is leaning towards the same, of wanting to bring less in so we can enjoy what we have. I don't know if any of us are doing a low buy or a no buy. I guess mine, I already said I'm not going to do a no buy because I don't want to do a no buy, and I know I won't stick to it, but a low buy, definitely. Whether it's a low buy money-wise or a low buy the amount of items I bring in. I was saying, like, I mean, I'm good on everything, but there's nothing where I'm like, if I ran out of it, I'd run out and get it right away. So, like, and I'm talking like foundation, blush, bronzer, highlighters, brow pencils. There's, yeah. The only thing that I'll probably buy for a bit is eyeshadow palettes, but I'm going to limit myself to how many palettes, because I'm going to be getting my Ipsy box, and that has plenty of fun things in it. For powder bronzer, we're going to use, I'm pretty sure I put 1 or 2 in here, the Pat McGrath. This is probably my least favorite powder bronzer I own. Not a bad bronzer, but I think it's, if I had to like judge it, I'd say it's probably my least favorite of what I have for a powder bronzer. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I just, again, if I were to be picky, put some down the sides of, see how high my cheekbones are? But then like straight on, it's like, what cheekbones? You mostly just see them when my face is turned, and it's like more so on this side. It's funny. Okay, for blush, it's like, what do you want to use, Tammy? Because I don't have powder blushes out, but I do have several different. Let me look at the palette. Okay, we're probably gonna do like peachy nude, something along those lines. I'm probably gonna maybe mix these two, both Nudestix. This one's very new. This is one of my favorite Nudestix shades. It's called Bareback. That's like, if you want a nude blush, this is a good one. Again, it's in the shade, well, it'll be in the description, but it's Bareback is the shade name. So we're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna mix a little bit of another color in there. I think I'll do, thinking maybe this one. Mix a little bit of this one in. Just for some more warmth, a little bit more warmth. And this one is in the shade Cherie, so Cherie. It's a very pretty color. And we'll just take this nice fluffy brush and blend it together. The Nudestix does have some very nice blush colors. I don't mind that they're in sticks. Does anybody have a preference between like stick, like a cream in a stick or a cream in a pot? To me, it doesn't really matter. To me, it's more so like if I like the formula and if I like the colors. Okay, we'll do the eyes, and I think for blush color, it's going to be either the Lise Wattier, or I might mix or use just one of the, actually I'll probably use one of the Tower 28 blushes. But let's get to the eyes. Gonna start with this one, even though it does have a bit of shimmer in it, but I feel like the shimmer goes away. Kinda, I wish this one had a mirror. And we'll take that right up to the brow bone and in the inner. Even after like doing that video, this video yesterday, getting this, showing you guys the basket, I'm gonna go into this one. I was sitting here and I was like, there's so many other palettes that I want to use. My friend Andy, I don't know if you guys seen the reveal of the new Colorpop collection, Tangled. My friend Andy she's a huge Disney fan. We are in this household, like we own all the Disney movies and that, but it's not to the point where like we don't really buy things Disney outside of the movies. But Andy loves Tangled. And of course, her and Eden will dupe palettes, so Andy went and duped a palette to help her not go and buy the Tangled one. And I think she did a fantastic job at building her own Tangled palette. I would wear it. The Tangled palette, when I seen it, I was like, it's so pretty. I mean, it's pretty. But I think the thing that I like about the Tangled one is the shimmers. Like, that's what caught my eye. And just like, it's colorful. It's pretty. But we ain't buying things just because they're pretty anymore. Especially color stories that I wouldn't use on a day-to-day basis. I went through my wish list because I have a makeup wish list on Instagram. I've been dwindling away at it for a bit. Palettes that I was like, I'm getting that. I removed them. Like that Beauty Below, I think it's called. I took that out after like really just sitting there staring at it, looking at the colors, and then I was like, well, okay, if I had that, how often would I grab it? What colors would I even use? I'm gonna go into this one. And then I was like, actually, I wouldn't really gravitate towards that palette, honestly. I like cool tones, I like warm tones. My types of colors are greens, pinks, mauves, yellow, orange, dusty roses. I do like purple. Again, it comes down to like the tones. I'm not a pastel girl. I realize that. I have one big ass pastel palette, which I like and I will use, but I'm not a pastel girl. I don't like, maybe if they were warm toned pastels or something. I was like, for color, on me, I think I prefer jewel toned or muted color, not pastel, not neon. I think I have to go look at my Revolution palettes. I do have a couple of, I think 3 Revolution palettes that do have color, because last year Chris and I we both did a challenge where we each did our interpretation of a nice neon eye look. That was actually fun, and I really liked my look. I think we did it during the summer. I was building this up to where I want it, and so I think I do kind of like neons, not for every day, but like if I just want to play. There's something about pastels, and I know some people are whiter, like they're even more pasty white than me, but I find pastels in my skin tone just don't look very nice. Not even like with clothing. like it kind of like whitewashes, or I don't know. I was gonna say it looks muddy, but not really. There's just something about pastel eyeshadow I don't like on me, even though other people like it. I'm gonna go into this one now. Still using the same brush. I'm not sure why my camera is angled different. I'm just focusing these shades mostly on the outer part of my eye. And I'm gonna go into, yeah, I'm pretty much taking the mattes. That one has some sparkles in it. You guys probably can't see. Super pretty, but I am gonna go into it. I need a mirror for a sec. Ooh. That's so pretty. Okay, I want a smaller brush. I'm gonna dip into probably these two. Put those on the lower lash line. Now for on the eyelid, I'm gonna go in with probably two different shades. I'm gonna go in with this one here first. Looks like that. I mean, you can literally just use one though. You don't have to use multiple. This is one of my favorite palettes because it just creates such pretty soft looks. One of my favorites. I love this color combo. Then I'm gonna go into this one right here. It looks like that. I'm gonna put a little bit of that on over top. It's such a glowy, I don't know if it pulls through the camera, but it's such a glowy eye look. trying not to, it's a different formula, this shade. I'm trying not to make a big ass mess with it though. Wait, like, love it, love it, love it. Okay. Debating. I'm going to go into this shade right here. Just a little bit. Just for right out here. Just blending that out on the outer lid, just like that. Whatever is left. That's the finished eye look. Okay, now for blush, I think I'm going to use this one here. First though, I'm going to take a little bit of the Sheglam Vanilla Highlighter. Put a little of this on first. This one's a glowy one, not sparkly. Okay, then we'll go into this blush. All right. And I do want some powder. I do want to powder my face. Is it time that I open up a new one, or can I get some more product out of here? Let's see how much more product we can get out of here. I'm just going to run the brush around the edge. I do wish they would update the packaging for this. Because I do have another one. I already know, like, the lid just, it comes off so easy. I mean, it's a cheap product, but it's a good product. And I do think, you know, update the packaging so it's a little bit more sturdy. I wouldn't care if they even, like, charge an extra $1 or $2 for it. It's already pretty darn cheap. A lot of the Rimmel, where I am, I'm not sure about, not all of the makeup, but a lot of their stuff is 3 for $20 at Walmart. I think that might be good. Yep. Okay. So we're good on the powder. I will spray my face. We will use LYS. Let that sit for a second. And then we just need some mascara. This is a very soft and pretty look. Love it. For mascara, let's use the Rare Beauty. This one, I'm not a fan of the Rare Beauty mascara. I think it's okay. Honestly, I'm not even sure how I ended up with a full size of this. I don't know if I got it in one of those mascara kits. Like where you can redeem one for a full size. Or if I got it in like an Ipsy or something. Okay, I will say I do like it on this lash this morning. Let that sit for a second. I think on the lips today, I'm going to use... maybe this. Let me put it on and see. It might be too... Will this work? It's on the cool tone side, but yeah, it'll work. It'll be in the description what shade it is. It's one of the e.l.f. lip clout pout, or sorry, pout clout lip plumping pen. This is either Wicked Cherry or the Mauve one, because those are the only two shades of this I have. I'll wear that one today. I'm also going to take my lip sleeping mask to the work though, just in case my lips get too dry. Sound like a robot. Hello. Let's get the other eye done and then we're done. Oh no, these lashes out here sticking together, but whatever. I feel like I can still smell the perfume that I put on last night before I went to bed. Where is my... I don't know if this thing will work or not. Anyways, guys, here is the final look. I like it. It's nice. It's soft. I'm not going to add anything else. Here it is. I find it's a nice, soft, semi-glowy look. At least the eyes are glowy. Anyways, it's good for 6 o'clock in the morning. At least, I think so. Alright. Thanks, guys, for watching. Until tomorrow. Hopefully we have a good week with what's in the basket here. We'll dig through this, plus, you know, everything else. Try and do a Shop My Stash. I'm not going to do, like, specifically a Shop My Stash basket every week, but I will put things in this basket that I want to use, while still pulling from, like, other areas as well. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, have a good one.